All efforts have been made to provide detailed information on aeroponic indoor saffron farming. See the video till the end if you want to grow saffron from a small room of your home and make a handsome profit. Please download ebook available in Hindi English links are given in description. So, while it might be a good idea, it requires a lot of research and planning to ensure it's viable and profitable.
Yeah, indoor vertical farming is really interesting. There are definitely some major advantages. For one, it allows for year-round crop production, which isn't dependent on weather conditions. You can also grow crops in urban areas. Plus, it uses less water and can also reduce use of pesticides.
That sounds like a lot of work, but maybe the controlled environment of indoor farming could help optimize the growing conditions and possibly increase yield.
Absolutely. Since you can stack multiple layers of crops, you make better use of space. But there are some drawbacks too. The initial setup cost can be quite high, especially for the technology and infrastructure needed.
That makes sense. Speaking of specific crops, I've been wondering about saffron. Do you think it would be advisable to start with indoor farming of saffron?
Exactly. It's also worth noting that not all crops are suited for indoor vertical farming. Some might require more space or specific growing conditions that are hard to replicate indoors.
And I guess the energy costs could be pretty significant too, especially if you're using artificial lighting and climate control systems.
It could. The controlled environment could potentially lead to higher quality saffron as well. However, you'd need to carefully consider the costs involved in setting up and maintaining the necessary conditions. Saffron needs specific light, temperature, and humidity levels to thrive.
Those are some solid benefits. I also heard that it can lead to higher crop yields per square foot compared to traditional farming.
Saffron is one of the most expensive spices in the world, so if you can get it right, it could be very lucrative. However, it's also a very labor-intensive crop to grow and harvest. Each saffron flower only produces a small amount of saffron, and it has to be hand-picked.
Hey, I've been reading a lot about indoor vertical farming lately. It sounds fascinating. What do you think about the pros and cons?
Exactly. It could be a great opportunity if you can manage the challenges and costs effectively. Starting with a small-scale pilot project might be a good way to test the waters before committing to a larger operation.
Saffron farming is looking fascinating to start from home. I have a storeroom of 100 square feet in my house. I want to use the same room for saffron cultivation. Will it be profitable?
First year may not be profitable for you, but you can learn a lot about saffron cultivation. For example, about planting, growing and harvesting process, also separating saffron stigma from flower, which need lot of workers, as this is done manually.
Okay, I understood. Tell me about total capital investment to make the room ready for saffron cultivation. How much saffron I will get from this 100 square feet of room and quantity of saffron bulbs which I have to purchase.
For room setup, you need chillers to control the temperature, need humidifier for humidity control, need carbon extractor to control carbon level, need room insulation in lights. To stack the bulbs vertically in cells, you need slotted angle racks. Cost will be around 4 lakh rupees or $5,000. Average 140 grams of saffron stigma can be extracted from 100 kilograms of bulbs. In a 100 square feet room, we can plant 300 kilograms of bulbs, so saffron production will be 420 grams.
Okay, got it. How much profit will be made from this small saffron output? YouTubers claim that millions of profit can be made from this. Is it true? I think it is not possible. What do you think?
Okay, let me explain in retail market. It can be sold in 5 to 6 lakhs rupees per kilogram as organic brand saffron, so saffron price will be 2.4 lakhs. Rupees price of bulb is 700 rupees per kilogram, means purchase price will be 2.1 lakhs. 30,000 rupees will be profit from sale and purchase only. If all other expenses are also considered, for example, electricity wages, maintenance, packing, bank interests, no profit will be left. You will end up in loss, ultimately maybe more than 1 lakh rupees, if more than single crop is taken in a year and propagate bulbs, then profit can be made.
In how many months one production cycle of saffron is completed, and how many crops can be taken in 1 year?
Standard time for one saffron crop is 12 to 14 weeks. Suitable months are first week of August to first week of November in a year. 3 to 4 saffron crops can be taken in a year as it grown in an artificially controlled climate. This is also known as aeroponic technique.
What is bulb propagation, and how this will turn losses into profit? Looking very interesting. Tell me in details.
Yes, it is important to know about propagation. This will make profit for you. After harvesting the flowers, bulbs are planted in fertilizer and nutrients-rich soil. In next 6-month time, one mother bulb will multiply into 3 to 4 daughter bulbs, so 300 kilograms will become 900 to 1200 kilograms.
Very nice. That's mean that after propagation, there is no need to purchase bulbs. From market 3 to 4 crops can be taken in second year, without any investment on bulbs. In same room, we can do this, or extra room is needed for this.
Existing room will for saffron production round the year. To propagate the bulbs, extra space or room will be needed, and area is 5 times of present setup. Total area required for propagation is 100 multiplied by 5 equal to 500 square feet, plus soil, plus grow bags and same racks set up.
Okay, extra 500 square feet. Space is to be arranged for bulb multiplications with soil and vertical racks. What about temp and humidity? Can it be done on rooftop?
If rooftop is available, it is fine. A temporary structure with insulated sheets can be made. It will save cost, or you can hire room on rent. For this, air coolers can be used for temperature and humidity control. In first 3 months, temperature should be 18 to 20 degrees Celsius. After this, 25-30. Room for storage and packing will also be required 25% extra of total production area. Keep this also in mind in project cost. All these steps will help in making the profit with 4 crops. Round the year you can make 10 lakhs from saffron sale, 15 lakhs from sale of extra bulbs, so profit will be 25 lakhi.
Okay, is there any way to save the initial investment of saffron farming, set up once it starts to make profit? More invest can be made, say after 2 years.
Yes, split room air conditioner may be used in place of chiller. In 100 square feet, room 2-ton AC will be sufficient. With slight modification in a C minimum temperature up to 12 degrees Celsius can be maintained. Bamboos can be used in making racks, which will be cheaper option. Small low-budget room humidifiers are also available in the market. It can be used to maintain humidity. Use 50% LED red and blue color lights and 50% local tube lights generally used in homes. Insulation cost can be also cut down by XTF or thermocol type material. It's all.
Thanks a lot for sharing valuable and practical knowledge on aeroponic indoor vertical farming of saffron.
For more information on saffron and aeroponic indoor farming ebook and paperbook links has been given in the description. If you have found this video informative and useful, please subscribe and share with your